Hey, welcome to this episode of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade. I'm just going to do this so that it changes. It's not giving me the whole screen. Hang on. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing amazing. It's not giving me the whole screen so that I can see if somebody's on or not. I did that the other day. Welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast with me, Iona Meade, at Soul Legacy TV, Spiritual Business Success with Iona. And today is Health Freedom Tuesday, because without our health, we don't really have much. We're talking about balancing our health and our wealth. So whatever that means to you, that balance, right? So I'm going to be talking about it, kind of reflecting back on this last week and the intentions that I set and confessions that I have. I have some confessions to make in terms of health, in terms of I signed up for the gym. I was like, I'm going to go hard at it. And just so you know, I'm not like, I'm going to talk about all areas of health as a spiritual entrepreneur working online and balancing all the things and, you know, just in general, life in general, balancing things. So I'd signed up for the gym, and just so you know, I wasn't a gym goer. I'd work out at home, I'd do Insanity, I've signed up for V-Shred, but I didn't have a big area, a big room to do it in. I could actually do that. But anyway, and I signed up for the gym, and I went to the gym last Monday. It's now like a week and one day. So excited. It hurts so much. Your girl was hurt. It took me the whole entire week to recover. My legs were in pain. Now, I went out on Saturday with some younger people. My nieces, we went out on a night out, and I was talking about it. I said, gosh, you know, it really, really hurt. Hey, welcome. And the consensus was for Health Freedom, oh, you know, you've got to push through, you've got to go to the gym. I'm like, literally, I would injure myself. I'd like, no. So let me know what your pain tolerance is for working out, right? We're talking about health and balancing that health and wealth. And instantly I go to physical health, but we're going to talk about mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, all the health, right? Social health, all the health, environmental health, right? And so, so they were saying, you know, just push through. And I was like, do I really want to do that? I don't think I do. So on yesterday, I was supposed to go to the gym again. It's like 6:30 in the morning, this class. And I'm like, I'm going to go. However, because we had a family get together, I couldn't come back and get my stuff. I could have, but I didn't want to disturb my great nephew. So I was like, oh, well, I can't do that. Like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to skip it. And I'm like, you know, Iona, you're going to have to come on this live today for Health Freedom Tuesday and announce that stuff. I'm like, oh, I don't want to. However, the book that I listened to today, which I usually share at the end, I'm just going to share really upfront, just so I can relax and breathe into this episode. The book that I was listening to today, which I was having problems on on the Audible listening to this when I was out walking before, but for some reason it was fine. Now the book, I usually share a card, which I'm going to share at the end from Keepers of the Light, and I usually talk about the book, but I'm going to dive into the book just because it feels appropriate to do so. It's a very practical episode. We're going to talk about setting our soul's intentions, rating our vibrational frequency together, journaling together, visualizing together, all the things, right? All the things that you have on your health vision board. If you don't have one, then I share with you how to create one, and then I'm going to invite you onto our monthly networking call, right? That's all going to happen in this episode. But what I wanted to do was talk about the book, because it kind of gave me that sense of relief and peace, right? So this book is called Healthy as AF, right? And I hadn't listened to it for a while. I was like, well, what book do I want to listen to today? As an author, I love books. I believe that books can change lives. I loved it. So I was like, okay, well, I've had this book for a little while, and I'll dip in on a Health Freedom Tuesday to whatever book feels good to me. And this one is the one that spoke to me. You know when you just get the messages that you're supposed to get? This was it. So basically, the author was saying that being healthy as AF isn't about the health necessarily, which you can see in the title anyway. She's quite controversial in how she describes things. I love the book. And she said that when you've got a specific goal, whether it's health, whatever goal it is, whether it's even to have a new home, whatever it is, it's all about that. And I know that you probably heard Abraham Hicks say this. It's all about how you feel. I want to feel better. So you think, oh, in me going to the gym, in my goal weight, I just want to feel better. And she says, she highlights the fact that sometimes when we reach our goal, whatever that is, whatever level of success I talk about, spiritual business success. So just think of all of the 7 freedoms, all of the areas for contribution freedom, as we talk about on Monday, health freedom, emotional freedom Wednesday, environmental freedom on Thursday, relationship freedom on Friday, spiritual freedom on Saturday, and financial freedom on Sunday. Just like, let's apply this to every single area. So it's the feeling that you want. So you can get to that goal. I could get to a goal weight. Like I'm in pretty good shape. I'm not in the best shape of my life. Fostering 3 children under 5, my focus was on them. So I wasn't working out the way that I usually work out. And subconscious stuff going on as well. Like I worked out for years and years and I felt really good. And I was explaining to my niece, and she said, I thought you were always just really confident and body confident. And I said, no, I was really skinny when I was really young. I had never been over 6 stone. And I was like 21 and I had my son. I just put on like half a stone and I had my son and I kept a little bit and all the things. So I've always just had that thing of, that struggle with my weight, but the other way, like trying to put it on, which a lot of people don't mention. So then when I was in twin flame union and I was working out and I felt like an absolute badass, right? And I was like, I love myself. I really do love myself and I still do. But his comment, I was explaining to her how it just gets into the psyche. His comment was, when I said I love myself, like that could be perceived as arrogant. Bear in mind, this is like, think of this on every single area of your life, that people will think that you're arrogant because you've got a level of success. So we talk about spiritual business success, right? So those beliefs that go into our subconscious, and it wasn't intentional. And I was just saying this because I'm on the dating app on Bumble again. I met him on Bumble, was with him for almost 4 years. I'm on Bumble and I'm talking and I'm saying this conversation. So that's why I'm bringing it to you. And it wasn't intentional, but it still stuck here. So I ended up putting on weight, the most weight that I've ever put on in my whole entire life. Like I was really shocked. I ended up being about 9 stone, just over 9 stone, which does not suit my frame at all. And I was like, what is going on? And I ended that union and I just wanted to just be more of me. And so I've gone on this journey and I feel really good. I feel amazing. I feel amazing in my body. And my body just, when we'd split once and then we got back together, he came back and it's like, okay, let's try again. My weight had just disappeared. And then when he came back, like a couple of weeks, however long it was, it showed up again. And I was like, wow. And I felt different in my body. And so subconsciously, our beliefs and what have you, that protection, that layer, I've later learned, I didn't feel like myself. Now, going to the gym and working out, never been a gym goer, and I was starting to lift weights and stuff, doing a pump class, which I've really had a lot of fun doing it. However, by not going to the gym, I'm like, what is that? Because, if it really meant a lot to you, you would go. So this book, Healthy as AF, just unlocked the code for me. I'm like, can you just get an amen? Because I wasn't someone that needed to work out. And I say needed because it's not like the health issue. It's not like, I know that working out and exercise is good for us, but I didn't need to lose any weight. I was trying to put it on. So the feeling of happiness. So if you don't feel happy and you get to your goal weight, then you still won't be happy. There's a monster of being unfulfilled, basically, she said. And I'm like, that's what it is, because I feel amazing anyway. I love my body. So I don't want to go through that amount of pain because I already feel good, so it's not as important to me as it once was. And when I went to London, and and, I'm not as hench as I'd like to be, but I'm good, and so that's what it is. And I'm like, oh, I'm not at a level of pain where I've placed that importance, but I'm like, no, this is the path because I've got it on my vision board. This is the path. I want to be hench. I want to feel this way. No, I didn't even say I want to feel this way. It's that external thing of the six pack abs and the whatever. But sometimes when people get there, they don't even feel great anyway. And I'm like, oh. And I've got like a Jada Pinkett and Willow and Gammy on my vision board for like that body. And learning about Jada Pinkett's story of the worthy in her book is like she was not happy anyway. And I'm like, oh, like you can have the body and not be happy anyway. So I'm like, oh, I feel happy. I choose to be happy now. And so that's what this author said. She says, choose to be happy now. And people were like, what do you mean I can't choose to be happy now? I don't feel that certain way. I feel like the external needs to look a certain way before I feel that happy. And I'm like, oh, so I've already manifested and achieved, because when I was looking after the children and I felt burnt out, I felt my body was not on point, and I felt a way about my body, a certain type of way. Now I feel amazing. So I'm just like, oh, I've already achieved it, basically. So now I can stop thinking that I have to do the certain thing to get to the thing. I can just go as and when I choose to. Obviously, there's going to be a level of pain. That class was so hard. I loved it in London, and I thought it was going to be the same, but it was just so much harder. And not to say that I don't have to go back or I won't go back, but it's like going back in terms of it being a lifestyle that I want to adopt rather than to get me to a certain place. I'm like, oh, I get it now. So what did she say? So that, or I already feel sexy and confident and proud. And yeah, she said, ask yourself why. Because we're setting intentions every single day. Ask yourself why. Why is it that you want whatever it is? Why is it that you want the home? Why is it that you want the money? Why is it that you want the relationship? And usually it's just about being happy. So just being happy now is like the bomb. I love that. So hopefully that absolutely made sense. I wanted to share that with you because I didn't want to wait till the end, just in case you don't stay to the end and you didn't get the message, you didn't get the memo. Health Freedom Tuesday, balancing that health and that wealth as a spiritual entrepreneur. For me, I talk about in my vision board challenge every single area of health, emotional health, environmental health, physical health, spiritual health, social health. I always think I'm missing one. I think this talked about 5 health, whatever health anyway. So what does health mean to you? And what does wealth mean to you? Without your health, I don't feel like you feel wealthy. And I absolutely feel amazing. I do. And I eat, and I haven't been eating like super clean. I've just had my oats and my blueberries and my peanut butter. So I food combine when I eat. And I've had some nuts. What else have I had? But I've snacked a lot more since I've been in this location just over a week than I have done in a really long time. But I still feel really good. And I'm eating in a fasting window, but I'm not even thinking about it. I'm not even like, it's not a big hairy deal anymore. It just is what it is. I'm not restricting. I'm not eating as many carbs, but I'm eating more carbs, good complex carbs. Although I did have white bread the other day, yesterday I think it was, because my niece has it in. I'm like, I haven't got any willpower. But apart from that, I eat complex carbs. I don't. Do you know what I mean? I love it. I love this journey. So that being said, 7 Reasons Frequency podcast is about raising your vibrational frequency. So what feeling do you feel? What frequency? If you'd rate between a 1 and 11, 1 being soul funk, the meh, and 11 being I'm so in touch with source guidance. I'm allowing that soul flow to flow through me and I'm on fire. Which one is it? For me, I'm at an 11. I'm at an 11 and I love it. I love it. I've got that confidence in me, and I feel in my body, I feel really, really good. Like my mental health, my emotional health, my physical health, my spiritual health, oh, my environmental health, like, oh, it's just all dialed in. It's beautiful. And I'm not saying that it always will be dialed in this moment today and through when I reflect back on the last week, all dialed in. And I had alcohol for, I would say, the second time in about 3 months. Alcohol tolerance is down. So that was like, I woke up with a hangover. That's the first hangover I've had in a really long time. I was like, wow. But it was something that I wanted to do, meaning go out with my niece and stuff, and we had fun, and it was just lovely, you know. And I'm just like, wow. And I realized that actually not having alcohol when I was in London, really just being in that environment and choosing not to was like, I felt like more that I couldn't, because my friend is in sobriety, and so, and she wasn't bothered about it, but I would have been. So I'm like, no, I can now, but I just choose actually that's not the way that I want to feel all of the time. And it's not, do you know what I mean, when you have a couple of glasses of wine, you know, throughout the week or whatever, I'm like, yeah, no, save that, because I could. It's like, oh, and because it's there. So that feels really great. I just feel free. The idea of the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is just to be in alignment with your vision for your health, having that freedom to choose what it is that you want to eat, choose what it is that you want to think about, choose how you want your body to fit. Like, just choice. Just choice is huge for me. Excuse me. So how do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel today? If nobody's asked you, how do you feel? Do you feel in flow around your health? Have you done the vision board challenge? So the next segment is my 7-day free spiritual vision board challenge. It's on my YouTube channel, and you'll see it in the cards and in the description, where we break down our life into these 7 areas, the 7 freedoms frequency. I have a monthly coaching call. It's $77 a month. It's a 2-hour monthly coaching call for my students, and I gift that to my boot campers and my masterminders because I want you to feel good, like, every single day. I want you to be setting intentions. I want you to be journaling and visualize, using the universal laws, the universal law of vibration, is really big in every single area of your life. My mission, and I spoke about this today on a call. I have a guest, a call who is going to feature on the summit, on the Spiritual Awakening on YouTube site, and she actually told me that she had the vision as well, and the idea, not really thought all the way through, but to share spiritual awakening stories as well. And I'm like, yes, so aligned, so beautiful. I can't remember where I was going with it. You know when you do that, whatever, can't remember. But anyway, just a beautiful conversation, and I was sharing that what I'm doing and why I'm doing it, and raising the vibration of the collective, one person at a time. And it's just really great to have conversations with people that get it, that go through whatever they go through. I'm excited to have that conversation. It will be episode 7. It'll be episode 7 on season 1 of the Spiritual Awakening on your YouTube site. So I'm excited about that. And the conversation that I had today is just that confirmation of having healthy relationships. You know, we talk about health in terms of contribution, in terms of your emotions, healthy emotions. And we were having a conversation, and we will continue to have the conversation. So I won't give a spoiler alert, but just knowing that whatever we're feeling is fine, you know, and how health is impacted by many things. And when we think of health in terms of our environment, I feel like I'm in such a healthy environment. It's amazing. You know, when you feel love, oh, It's just amazing when you tune into love, not even just feel love, just tune into the energy of love. Absolutely. And I've been talking about this in healthy relationships. The last relationship that I had was the healthiest that I've ever had. And, you know, we knew each other's intentions. We were in twin flame union, and I'm so grateful for that. And, you know, the relationships as well being very healthy and intentional. And I want to give a shout out to his eldest because he reached out to me today, and I love that because I purposely made sure that very intentionally that, you know, we had healthy relationships between our children and that they could see a healthy ending to a relationship. It wasn't as healthy in the end as I would have liked, but initially it was, and I love that. Healthy in that healthy connection to spirituality, not being obsessed by all the things and led by the universe, and not listen for those signs and take action, because I think sometimes we can lean over and just rely on the universe will take care of me, not actually think that we've got a part in it. Healthy relationship with money. You know, a lot of us as spiritual entrepreneurs, as light workers, repel that money and don't have a healthy relationship with money. And I am in a place where I feel really good. I feel for all of the health, like building a new relationship, a healthy relationship. I'm dating, like I said, and just having conversations and realizing that when one door opens, one door closes, another door opens, kind of thing, and just what I'm being shown and not jumping in, because you know you do sometimes, and I nearly did, just being in like a toxic environment. I'm like, I need to get out of this environment. I'm gonna jump into this thing, and I've just been shown today, like why that was not in my best interests. I'm listening though. I'm listening to that guidance. I love it. So if you haven't done the vision board challenge, I encourage you to break down your life and put it back together again, and just notice what's out of alignment, what feels, as I talk about on the spiritual awakening and your YouTube channel. This is what I used for my spiritual awakening, visioning, and I'm here to hold space for you every single day. You know, every single day, and know that, you know, I'm going through it. I went through burnout as my last spiritual awakening. It was rude. It was so harsh. And I feel amazing. And I know that birthing that contrast, it was like, it was needed. It was absolutely needed. And I'm so grateful for where I am right now. In terms of everything, I really am. I feel really blessed, very blessed. So let's move into the next segment, which is gratitude. So I have my gratitude rock stone, which I'm holding up. It's a love heart. If you're listening to this, I'm holding it up. And so my daughter gave me this gratitude stone, and I've talked a lot. I've left a lot of voice notes. My voice sounds croaky. Yeah, and so we say, I'm happy, I'm grateful, and appreciate. Whatever that is, you know, in each of these 7 areas of our life, whether it's something in the past, something in the present, or something in the predicted future. So, and I'm smiling because I kind of know where I want to go with it, but I don't usually, when I come on, like in this moment, only just in that moment, I'm like, okay, let's go for it. So I'm happy and I'm grateful and I appreciate, in terms of contribution that we talk about on Monday, contribution freedom. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate the contribution that so many like-minded souls that are around me are making in the world and want to make in the world. The gifts of people are incredible. I'm happy and grateful that you make your difference in the way, or want to make your difference in the way that you do. Thank you. I'm happy and grateful, and I really appreciate uncovering the book that I feel so great, and that's healthy. Like, I haven't got lots of work to do. I haven't got like a bunch of stuff. I'm good. I'm really good. And in order for something, before something manifests, that's the idea, isn't it? I love it. I'm happy and grateful. And that confidence has come back in my body and some, right? In my body, it's still not as good as what it was back then, but I appreciate it more. Um, and that, okay, let me keep going. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate emotions. So I will say it now in terms of the feeling that I have about my body and about my health, and knowing that confidence is okay. You know, I do feel that confidence and I do feel that happiness around me and personally, how I be, and knowing that I've released that stuff because I didn't know if I was ever going to release it. I know, like, subconsciously we're like, oh gosh, it's not okay now, it's not safe for me to feel a certain way about my body and to engage, you know, with someone, with a guy, in that way of fear of being judged. And I'm attracting people who value working out and value a woman's body and value, who are confident in themselves so they don't then put somebody else down. So that feeling is amazing. Happy and grateful and appreciate environmental freedom. Zoom is amazing. StreamYards is amazing. I had some training, two lots of trainings yesterday. One on AI and social media posts, which I am like wow to that, and I'm grateful, happy and grateful, and appreciate the other one which was on messaging. They're both challenges, and I haven't been through anybody else's challenge in a while, and I'm learning a bunch. So I'm really happy and grateful to be in that space and to be upgraded to VIP for both of them. Really happy and grateful for that. I haven't done that before. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate relationships. So I am seeing the contrast. I'm happy and grateful for that. Of something and someone that I've been talking to since July and I've not met yet. No, I'm not really feeling that. Um, and understanding why that I haven't met them, speaking to somebody else, and knowing, going back to my love list and not abandoning it. I would say it's my desire list now, and I changed the energy around love and the love between two people and what I think of that. And I'm really happy and grateful for that, for the conversations that I'm having now. I'm really appreciating the manifestations. Um, yeah, I am on my vision board. I have a manifestation of my husband, and I feel like I know what that will look and feel like. So I'm really happy and grateful and appreciate that, of manifesting my dude. Feels amazing. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate. So I'm doing gratitude. Welcome to the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast. We're all about setting intentions. We're all about living intentionally, journaling together, expressing gratitude. I call it soul speaking into existence. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I've got my little gratitude stone. So welcome. Do let me know where you're tuning in and where you are in the world. Spirituality, happy and grateful and appreciate the connection between souls, like really. Now, I had a conversation with my now guest, and that soul sisterhood is incredible. You know, when you can get on the phone with somebody who you do not know and finish each other's sentences. I'm grateful and I just knew I had to have a conversation with her. I just knew. I heard her speak, and I was like, yeah. And what she does is amazing. So I'm really happy and grateful that to be guided. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate financial freedom. Ooh, financial freedom. I'm happy and grateful and appreciate that my husband has financial freedom, and he values that. He's willing to be self-employed, and he's willing to He has the finances to be retired at the age of 50. How about that? I'm happy and grateful and appreciate that. Let's see. Let's see how it manifests. Let's see how it unfolds. All right. So, the next segment for the Seven Freedoms Frequency podcast is how you launch your day, lead your day, and leave your day in a healthy way. So, how healthy are your days? Healthy in terms of your mental health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, your social health, your environmental health. Healthy in terms of a healthy business, healthy in terms of feeling healthy, not just doing stuff because you think it's going to make you healthy, like drinking a bunch of water or something and hating it or whatever. How healthily do you launch your day? Emotions, are your emotions healthy for you? Do they feel good to you? Is your brain supporting you? How's your mental health? How's your emotional health? How's your environmental health? Is it good? Is it clean? Is it, you know, toxicity free? Mine is. I love it. How healthy are your relationships? How are you launching your day? Are you speaking to yourself in a healthy way? Are you speaking to others in a healthy way? Like, how healthy do they feel? Do you need to let go of certain relationships? Do you want to call in certain relationships? Your connection with source, your guides. How are you doing that on a daily basis? How are you launching your day, leading your day, and leaving your day financially as well? Making peace with finances and making peace with money. Healing your money blocks because that's not healthy. It's not serving you. So that moves us into the next segment of what 1 to 3 soul guided action steps can you choose to take to have each area feel more healthy, how you learn. And what I've done over this last couple of days, I think it was before I started to speak to someone else, is just make peace. Yeah, I think it was make peace with where I'm at with everything and everyone. And that feels amazing. Regardless, like not just trusting, like if this is for me, it won't pass me by. And having a healthier conversation rather than be like, go away. Just trusting, like, if that is for me, then it will present itself for me in a healthy way. If that is not for me, it will present itself in a dysfunctional and unhealthy way. And that's where it's going. It's something that, yeah, is not presenting itself in that way. So when I'm having conversations, like throughout my day, I'll launch my day, leading my day, I'm noticing that. So that's really interesting. So what 1 to 3 action steps are you going to take to feel more healthy? For me, I'm going to choose different snacks. I love nuts and stuff, and I've had crisps and stuff, but like, okay, you can have some, but just not as many as what you've had. Potato chips. All right. So the soul income game, bank 50k in 50 days, is like a healthy way to build your relationship with money. So this journal, the Soul Legacy Journal, that's my notebook. As the founder of the Soul Legacy Academy, I say that this is 365 days of your spiritual awakening story, right? A co-created soul path to spiritual alchemy for light workers, because I believe that we are here to have that healthy relationship with ourselves and our spiritual awakening journey. And sometimes when we are repelling and we're in lower vibrational frequency around, say, money, it impacts all the other areas of our life. So the Soul Legacy Journal gives you £1,000, dollars or euros every single day. And we can bank 50k in 50 days then. So every day, when we go through our vision board and we've decided, actually, this is the life that I want to experience, notice when you do a vision board that it's the things on it are going to cost money. Date nights cost money. Traveling to people costs money. Like eating costs money. Having the lights on costs money. Having the internet costs money. Right? So if you've got a vision to, say, make a difference in the world, you're going to need the basics. You're going to need all of your bills paid. So we play this all income game and all of your bills are paid for a year out. All of your savings, that's done. All of your tax, that's done. Come from that space. Play this game with me. of banking 50k in 50 days, and then go to your vision board, play your vision board every single day, and spend your vibrational money voucher. Again, £1,000, dollars, or euros every single day. Rule is that you tithe 10% and you spend the rest of the money on whatever it is that you choose, whatever floats your boat. You get to carry it over if you don't have time to spend it on that day, and I choose just not to, because I want to make a bigger purchase on Financial Freedom Sunday. So you can carry it over every single day, but you have to spend it by Sunday. There is a Facebook group for you to actually post. There is a private community as well. And if you're on the 7 Freedoms Frequency Calling Gym, the monthly 2-hour coaching call, then you can come and you can share this, you can body up. It is altering the vibration of you, which alters the vibration of the planet, which calls in your high paying soul clients. And then you can come to the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Masterclass, Bank 50k in 50 Days Challenge, and I will share with you how to build a spiritual business model where we hold space for you to actually see yourself banking those 50k in 50 days, and actually what it is that you need to do, and your pricing and different things. So if you are someone who's been stuck in that fear, and you feel like a fraud, you feel like you're an imposter, you feel overwhelmed, you feel tired, and you feel burnt out, and you feel like you're doing busy work all the time and you're done with it, then I want to support you in building a business that brings you in the passive income streams, that also positions you as an author and authority, so that you can get paid in your business and you can actually create a business and make you money, right? Be in alignment with that. I love it. I absolutely love it. So that's the Bank 50k in 50 Days Challenge. I did the book. Let's do the card, and then I will invite you to our monthly call. Green Tara. Supreme protection. I feel this. You are protected. Codes are being cut. Move beyond limitation. Trust. And I think that's where I'm at. And so today I realized that it was my brother's anniversary of his passing, not this weekend, the weekend after. And if I do have a date and things, then I'm taking it as a sign. The cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation, because relationships is one of the areas of my life, although having the most healthy relationship, it's moving in. I didn't see that when I was growing up, that healthy, and having a family gathering and knowing, watching, the couples that are in our family and how strong they are and how loving they are, and just knowing that that's it. You just expect them to be together forever. I know that doesn't always work, but that's where I'm at with it. And so cords being cut, I see that in having a healthy relationship, and I'm really excited in having healthy relationships with those online. As I built out my business and I built the Spiritual Businesswoman Network to 1,200 members in 12 weeks with a co-producer at the time, I shut it down. I was having this conversation today. I was shutting it down because it didn't feel healthy. It feels healthy now that I'm coming back online, just really being me and saying, do you know what? You don't get to hide behind closed doors. You are here to build your business. You are here to make a difference in the world. And that feels like healthy to me. Like, not making a stand for people hiding behind closed doors in fear and feeling like an imposter. That makes no sense to me. It just literally makes no sense to me. I know how it can feel, but we are here as light workers to birth our gifts in the world. And there are so many people saying how talented and how amazing they are, and they're not walking their talk. And it's time, and I'm doing it. So I would love for you to come on our monthly call, the Spiritual Biz YouTubers Network, to create YouTube podcasters partnerships. And if you want to start a YouTube channel, you want to start a podcast, you've got a YouTube channel, you've got a podcast, whatever level you are at, we can come together and co-create and collaborate. And I've scheduled this out for the next 7 years because I know that just serving from where I am and growing and being okay with not rushing and just being is the most beautiful sacred space that I can create. So I would love, all in the show notes and in the description, you'll see the link to the monthly call. You need to actually click on the link that says the Soul Guided Influencers Call and schedule into my online calendar, so I don't have to reach out and say, are you on the call? Are you scheduled on the call? It happens on the first Monday of the month at 9 p.m. UK time. I'm also seeking co-authors for the Spiritual Awakening Annual, no, for the Soul Legacy Journal, the Spiritual Awakening Stories of 365. I am seeking guests as well for the summit, for the Spiritual Awakening Annual YouTube Summit. Like all of the collaborations and having healthy relationships, I'm up for it. I'm down for it. Like I'm here. I'm here for it. So I know that you'll find me when you need to find me. All right. So big love. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I will see you for Emotional Freedom Wednesday, and I'll see you back here for Health Freedom Tuesday. Every single Tuesday, come with me and set your intentions for your health. What intention? Set your vision board and let's manifest. All right. So you are born to serve. You are here to shine your light, and you are here to share your voice. All right. Take care.